me, Dee DelusionDispeller. I know I got the same shirt on I had on yesterday. I'm too tired to do laundry, so there's not going to be any of that happening anytime soon that I know of. But I'm sitting up a little bit more now without too much dizziness. I'm still a little unsteady. I have gotten up and walked a tiny, tiny bit. Good morning, Pandora. um, so yesterday I had an interesting experience. I don't remember if I told y'all about it or not. Hey, Jeff. Um, I had gone to, well, first I had called the nurse and talked to her, and she's like, well, it sounds like you need to go to the express care place and get a chest x-ray. Oh, good. Um, I said, okay. So I get there. Now, mind you, I'm not feeling good at this point. Hold on a second. And I'm holding on to the, what do you call it? Not desk, but the little ledge, near where their window is, where all the secretaries sit, and trying to keep from falling over. My face is numb on this side, and I'm telling them I have numbness in my face. Not that I'm having trouble breathing, but I have numbness in my face. So there's wheelchairs. There's like three wheelchairs right near me. You would think one of them would grab a wheelchair and say, "Here, sit down before you fall over." Nope. All of a sudden, and I was really upset about this because I really like this lady. She's one of the secretaries there. Real pretty, bubbly, heavy set lady, Indian lady. Wears a flower in her hair all the time, and that's why I like her because she's a lot like me. Just kind of silly off the cuff like that, wears flowers and stuff. She says to me, "Oh, so what day of the COVID is it for you?" I said 10. She goes, "Okay, so where should you be right now?" And I'm like, "Huh?" She goes, "Where should you be? You should be home in quarantine, right, honey?" I'm like, "No, I should be here getting a chest x ray, actually, because that's what the nurse told me on the phone." I tried to explain to her, look, I tested positive 5 days ago, well, 4 days yesterday. And I talked to the nurse because after I'm on my 10th day, I'm still feeling kind of, and she told me to come and get a chest x ray that it could have gone into pneumonia. She's like, "Oh, okay, well, just a minute. Okay, we'll go out to your vehicle. We'll call you when it's time to come in." So, okay. There really wasn't anybody else in the waiting room. There's no reason I couldn't have just taken a chair in the wheelchair. But nope, they sent me out to the truck, so I limped my way back out to the truck. And they called me in. And thankfully, my doctor was super nice. The the nurse, she was all right. She wasn't mean, but she wasn't like the nicest nurse I've ever met either. But the doctor finally came in. She's a nurse practitioner, and she's like, "Okay, well, let's go get a chest x-ray on you." So I waited and waited and waited, almost probably close to a half an hour. They finally came and did the chest x-ray. And within moments, I got the notice on my portal that my results were in. And I looked and I'm like, "Oh, how interesting. Looks like pneumonia." And then you see something below it which says test negative for pneumonia, something, something, something negative, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to wait till the doctor comes back in, or the nurse practitioner. So she came in and she goes, "Oh, you got pneumonia. You have COVID pneumonia. It's a viral pneumonia." I said, "Oh, great." She said, "Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do for that, but do you have a pulse oximeter at home?" "No, I don't." So she gave me this. Really nice of her. So I took it home. She said if it got to like 90, below 94, I think they said I should come in. So it got to 93, 92, 90, and I started getting scared. So early this morning, around 5 o'clock in the morning, I think, I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to the hospital." I walked in and told Matthew I'm heading to the hospital, which happens to be real close to my house. So I went in there and I told the lady, I said, "I didn't want to come here." because I hear that you guys are killing people. She goes, where'd you hear that? I said, it's all over the internet. She goes, no, we're not. I said, okay. So just do whatever we need to do here. So they put me into the room, and after that, they did the vitals on me. My oxygen was normal. It was like 98, 97. So apparently my pulse oximeter is not working right. It's giving me false negative low readings. So I'm glad to know I'm okay. Um, so they said, well, we're going to get the doctor in here to see you. So he came in and he's like, there's not really anything we can do about this. This is COVID pneumonia. This is not your normal pneumonia. So we can't give you like anything for a bacterial infection. We can only give you steroids. I said, you may as well forget that because I can't take steroids. So he said, okay, well, that's really all we do is just give you steroids. I mean, if it gets really, really bad, of course I would be brave and try the steroids again. But no, basically, that's what he told me they could do, the steroids. And I said, no, that's not going to happen. So anyway, so no steroids for me. And I actually am feeling better. I think I look better. My hair's actually kind of nice right now. I'm still going to color my hair eventually when I feel better, but right now I can't stand for more than a few minutes without feeling really faint. So so that's going to have to wait. But that's okay. Anyway, so yeah, uh they didn't do anything. They just sent me home, told me to, keep an eye on things, keep checking my pulse. If I feel worse, come back in. That's where we're at. So far I'm doing better. I feel like I'm better. I pray to Yahweh that this is it, that I'm kicking this thing and we're done. And I honestly feel very grateful because I feel like I should have had it a lot worse than I did. Um, what's weird is when you get COVID, well, at least for me it was, I don't remember the last week or so. I honestly don't. I think it was so traumatizing in my system that I probably got PTSD from it or something and just kind of blocked everything out. So I don't remember what it was like. I'm glad I journaled a little bit because I don't remember those days. I'm glad I did some videos because I won't remember that either. Um, and it's probably good I don't because it was a nightmare. COVID is nasty. It's the worst, one of the worst things I have ever been through. Hey, honey, I think Bobo has worms again. So when you get a chance, if you could come in here and get the other half of the pill that's in the cat warmer and put it in some food for him, I would appreciate it. Matthew seems to be still kind of lightheaded again. He's doing better than I am, I think. I don't know though. Yeah, COVID is a pain in the butt. And the thing is, COVID, what people don't realize about COVID versus other things is COVID takes you over. It's not like when you have bronchitis, you can treat it and you feel better. It's, I can't even explain it, but it just engulfs you. Like you can't function. That's why I can't remember anything because I literally don't remember what I did all those days. I can remember bits and pieces of walking around and feeling in a daze and like getting food here and there, maybe a half a banana here and there, but I don't remember full days like I normally would. Anyway, maybe that's a godsend. I don't know. Now I'm finding out, because I watch a lot of social media, and I have to tell you, I'm so grateful for social media. I mean, yeah, I've been treated like garbage on here a lot by a lot of people, even through this whole thing. Um, but I'm thankful for TikTok. I'm thankful for YouTube, not just because I got entertained a little bit in between, but I have been learning so much about the immune system and inflammation that I just didn't know. And I also found out today there is something called a mold spore virus thing that's attached with COVID. Thankfully, I did not get that, as far as I know. It can attach in your lungs. It can go up your nose. It can go in your eye. I mean, it's everywhere. It's very common in India, but I think there are some cases here too. And it has to do with dried, rotting wood, dried vegetation. Just it's a mold that forms, and you breathe it in just like COVID, and it attacks your system, and it makes these big black mold spots all over your face, and they're painful. And thankfully, I have not had to deal with that. But it's scary stuff, and I pray for anybody that's going through that. That would have to be absolutely awful to go through something like that. Um, I didn't know illness like this was a thing until I got sick. I mean, I knew of COVID, everybody had talked about it, but until you have it, until you're dealing with it and trying to recover from it, you really have no clue. And you don't want to have a clue. So if you haven't gotten sick with this, you don't want to get sick with it. Wear your masks, please. Um, I'm not pushing anything other than the mask because you know my stand on the other stuff. And that other stuff is causing people to get it and get it really bad and get other things like blood clots and dangerous stuff. So I'm not pushing that, but you need to mask up. I think when I'm done with this mess, when I go to family gatherings, I'm going to try to order these masks where you can see through, like your nose and your mouth, you could see through them. I am not going to go in public places again as long as this COVID germ exists without a mask. No way. Lesson very much learned on that. Um, ugh. Yeah, I know, and you can get it twice, more than once. People think, oh, well, you're immune to it now. No, you're not. Even my neighbor said that to me the other day. She goes, well, the good thing is you got immunity to it now. Maybe to this one. How many other variants are there coming down the pike? I don't want to even think about being sicker than I've been all week long. Almost 2 weeks now. I can't believe a whole almost 2 weeks has gone by. It just doesn't seem like that long, but yeah, it is and has been. So, yeah. Anyway, I think my biggest thing right now is just this sore throat from coughing so much. Oh, yeah, I don't want this strain back. I don't want any other strain. No, thank you. My foster mom suggested that I try to apply for Social Security disability temporarily. I don't know if I would qualify for that, but I mean, I guess it's worth a try. I don't know when I will be done with this completely and be able to go back to work. That remains to be seen. So who knows? Anyway, I woke up this morning and Teddy was crowding me to the floor, snoozing away, snoring. Teddy bear. He made his way over here with all the Gatorade bottles and everything next to me, just so he could be next to me. He cares so much. Such a sweet boy. Ugh. Anyway, I know, sweet wheat. I know about that too. The long haul COVID, yeah. They call them long haulers. It's people that have had it that are still very uneasy on their feet, that have dizzy spells, headaches. It destroys stuff inside the body over a long period of time, sometimes maybe a lifetime, I guess. That's why I made sure, they monitored my heart and everything. Doctor said everything looked fine on the monitors. My x-ray just shows pneumonia. Oh, Purple Orchid, I'm sorry. Ugh. Yeah. So if that's the case, I may not be able to work again. And I was going to talk to Matthew about that. Because, I mean, he apparently has more of an immune system than I do. And he seems to be getting better faster than I am. So he'll be able to work. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Because I have to stand on my feet to do what I do. I have to lean on a cart, pull stuff out of a cart, put it on shelves, sometimes climb on shelves. I've already gotten the okay from my boss that I won't have to go into the cooler, because the cooler will just make me cough really bad. It'll trigger my cough. But I still am not sure about the rest. I know. That's true, Purple Orchid. I'm very grateful for that. I think a lot of it, I'm not bragging or anything by any means. I'm just really grateful I got the information ahead of time. I have been super pumping my immune system full of every kind of possible vitamin that is required. I've been living on Theraflu to the point where my sinuses feel like they've caved in and dried out. I got my multivitamins here. I'm about to do my vitamin regimen anyway. Hey, Grandma Ducky. Ugh. I take one of these gummies. I don't take two because I'm taking the men's vitamin with the zinc in it. Yeah, and it hits everybody so differently too, but I'm very thankful that I've been doing everything I know to do to boost my immune system. Well, that's what I was going to tell you. The reason I only take one of those vitamins is I take one of these. It has zinc in it, and I don't want to overdo the other vitamins just to get to the zinc. Okay, well, I'll find out about the unemployment. I don't know. I will say I'm very darn glad I live in Illinois right now, because I don't think a lot of states are handling this very well at all. I got my magnesium next. I'm going to take that too. That helps with the smooth tissue in your body, among other things, and just my equilibrium and stuff. And then we got definitely this, my turmeric complex for the inflammation. Thank you, Marie. So I take one of those. I'm just putting these in my hand for now. I'm going to be taking them all in a minute. Put them in my cup. And then, as Pandora said, vitamin D3. Yeah, feeling better other than the pneumonia in the lungs. It's really just a bunch of loose phlegm. It's not causing me breathing issues. I'm very thankful about that. I really think the reason why I did not have the breathing issues was that I did not sleep on my back, not once during the whole thing. I did not lay on my back. I constantly went from my stomach to side to side. Do not lay on your back if you get this, ever. A friend of our family, I'm sorry, Pandora. A friend of our family's died with COVID, and he was a huge mask advocate. I think he even had the vaccine, possibly. I'm not sure. But anyway, what happened, my foster mom believes what happened with him was that he slept in a recliner most of the time when he had it. Not a good idea, guys. Not a good idea. Your lungs will fill up very quickly with fluid, and it will kill you. You will suffocate. Do not lay in a recliner if you have this. Do not lay flat if you have this. Period. I'm sitting up as much as I can sit up right now, but normally, like I said, I went from side to side, and then on my stomach in what they call the prone position. And sometimes I would even like crunch my legs up so my butt was in the air, so my back was going downward like this. So all that stuff could drain from the lower lobes of my lungs into the upper lobes and come out. There you go, Grandma Ducky, exactly. So, keeping in mind that I have a compromised immune system anyways, I knew I better do everything I could from the moment this started to fight the heck out of it. And fight I have. Yeah, underlying health issues, not good. Like I said, I have a compromised immune system because of the thyroid problem that I have, which is why they mentioned monoclonal antibodies to me when I first got it, and I refused them. They said, I don't know what's in them things. I already know where you derived them from. I am not putting that in my body. So, yes, I've refused treatment. I refused that. I refused the vaccine. I obviously would refuse any type of test. I will do my own test. Thank you very much. If that's not good enough, I don't know what to tell you. But nobody is sticking that thing way down up into my sinuses. I've seen too many videos of people having different people do the test. And one person was literally screaming like bloody murder having the test done. There's no way. You're not doing that to me. I'm already traumatized enough with the stupid virus. You're not going to traumatize me more. So, I'll do my own test. Hi, buddy. What you doing, man? Ugh. I'm taking my pills now, if you're wondering. You're so cute, buddy. We'll have Daddy get your pill in a minute. I know, Purple Orchid, you were saying that it's amazing I can talk. I'm grateful that I could come on here and do videos. That's a big part of what's helped me get through this, is just knowing there's people out there that care and feeling kind of socially connected to people. It's helped a lot. A lot of vitamins, a lot of pills. But whatever I'm doing seems to be helping. So I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. My throat is just so sore though right now. Too much medicine, too many vitamins. It takes a toll on your throat after a while. Cough drop. Will help numb my throat, hopefully. Yeah, even drinking Gatorade is like drying out my throat. Anyway. So I guess that's about it. Shabbat Shalom, by the way, it is Saturday. I know that. And I'm going to go and watch some of my Torah portion, which is basically the biblical reading that I listen to. but I thought maybe I would come on and say hi and let you guys know how I'm doing. But now I'm getting tired of talking, and my throat's getting dry. So I need to go, but thanks for being here. I'll try to get back on when I can. Just know that I'm here and I'm kicking and I'm doing all right. I'm coming through this slowly, but I'm coming through. I think the hardest thing for me is not being able to bound out of the bed in the morning and just do my exercises. And I tried to do some breathing exercises yesterday. I did okay. Till I tried standing up and doing a push-up against the wall and almost fell over. So that wasn't happening. Love you too. Anyway, I really want to talk more, but I just don't have it in me right now to do that. So hopefully later I'll have more stamina and can talk some more. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon. And Shabbat Shalom.